Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube, and welcome back to Ringlight Fables. I am your host and dungeon master Skijaramaz, otherwise known as Toneshift, and with me today we have our full cast of players. We have SepiaWolfe playing Tuki Fletcher, our Croven thief.
Hello.
We have Mick playing Boron, our half-dwarven battlemaster.
Salutations.
We have Willyzin playing Ludviek, our Rythari paladin.
Hello, everybody.
We have Goldwyn playing Minnove, our koboldic bard and sorceress.
Wowie wooba, I'm Goldwyn.
I thought you were doing the fucking Charlie Brown adult wah 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 thing.
No, I'm doing Borat. Wowie wooba, my wife.
I can't say I'm familiar with that one. And last
You
but
don't know.
we know I'm uncultured swine, okay?
Oh my god.
We have long known this. You yourself have said you found it adorable.
There's a line, Skid. You're crossing it.
I think I crossed it 10 minutes ago.
Borat's not worth it.
Oh, that's a...
Wabba weeba.
Okay. Last but certainly not least, we have Impulsive playing Kari, our Croven bard.
Motherfuckers.
Aloha, motherfuckers. So...
You know, what if I change Minnove's voice just to be Borat?
No.
Wabba weeba, I'm Minnove, my wife.
Do you want to cancel Ringlight Fables? Because that's how you do it. Look, man, if we ever get around to doing that fucking film noir parody, then you can turn Minnove into a femme fatale that speaks like Borat. You can't actually do that, but I'll tell you that you can to make you feel better.
You know what? If Minnove ever dies, I'll just say it at that.
It's fucking ominous.
Oh, no.
Like, who would have thought that if Minnove ever dies could become a threat?
If Minnove or anyone dies, Baba Viva.
Oh, God. Okay, so... Jesus Christ. This is not how I was expecting this session to start, but hey, we got a weird energy going today. Real quick, there's a decent chance this might be a somewhat shorter session. Despite the fact I slept like a rock last night, my brain is not actually firing on 100% capacity for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. But we're here to have a good time, so let's recap where we left off. Where last we left off, our intrepid band of adventurers had finally completed the mission they had set out to do some time ago. Having learned that Minnove's mother, along with a large number of other kobolds, were being kept and as slaves for a mining operation based out of a fort called Rediron, operated by a mercenary corporation known as the Jade Halberds. After much planning, a successful rescue operation was undertaken in which the halberds were largely defeated and those that remained were sent away with their tails tucked between their legs, and the kobolds at long last were liberated, Minnove being reunited with her mother and, to the shock of everyone, her long-absent father that she had never met before. Over the course of the coming handful of days, the kobolds rested and regained their strength, while the party took various courses of action to try and make their lives easier, with the upcoming plan being that the kobolds wanted to reunite with a group of their number that had managed to escape from the mine in the past, being led by the yellow scale named Torik, whose last known location was in a burrow hidden off the shores of Lake Bafloril in the westernmost core of Valreef's power. Setting out from the valley with a handful of purchased cows in tow as a food supply, the party pressed on, departing from the Rediron Valley, and eventually coming into contact with a checkpoint of soldiers belonging to Valreef's government as opposed to the mercenary company that were the Jade Halberds. They were made to undergo a rather tense confrontation with the commander of that outpost, who was rather stern with them over recent events, the attack on the fort and the potential ramifications legally that could entail. But it seemed that despite everything, he was more reasonable than his words might have implied at first, eventually coming to an agreement with the party where evidence of the halberds' potential wrongdoing was entrusted into this commander's care to be further investigated in exchange for not arresting this group then and there for potentially, let's be real here. You guys did kind of commit a slew of crimes when you attacked that fort.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how morally good that attack might have been, legally there are some flags flying there.
I would argue in court.
You would lose.
I don't think I would.
I think you would, but we're not here to talk about that right now.
I would.
The only way I think we could get through that by, legal battle is if we were to basically say, "Oh, we didn't. Not self-defense. We didn't start anything."
Okay. It doesn't matter. You're not going to court yet, at least. Hopefully, I really don't want to play out a court case because that sounds like a pain in the ass.
If we are, we're gagging Minnove. Gotta gag the kobold. Gag order.
I feel like that's crossing a line.
Like,
can we get on with things, please? So
no, I'm gonna be annoying.
Please don't.
I feel like you would confess to so many things in tandem. Just like, oh come on, it's not like we haven't committed murder before.
Jesus Christ! Oh God. Okay, so. Oh, Jesus. So, following that rather tense back and forth, the party pressed on and stopped to take their rest not far away from that outpost. After which point, a very lovely conversation that was extremely frustrating to me as a shipper happened between Tuki and Minnove, and eventually resolved itself. That was where we left off, with the kobolds still tense but unaccosted, and the path ahead of you, thankfully, still standing open and unobstructed. That is where we left off, and as such, that is where we shall resume. I'm going to pick us up the next day. So, the sun rises on a new day in Valrive, as it always does, with sufficient passage of time. I am really selling this. A chillier day. Still a handful of a bit of lingering morning mist that is dispelled quickly, a handful of scattered clouds in the skies, rays of sunlight shining between the gaps to burn away any fog or mist that might linger, and cast the world in spots of light. A lot of it is kind of bathed in cloud shadow, but where the sunlight penetrates through, it just creates a pretty pattern of spots of light and dark that slowly travels as the clouds crawl across the sky. A stiff breeze meets you, as it ever does, and you still have plenty of ground to cover. So, the day is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Is there anything you wish to do to begin this day? Like half of you are muted in Discord. What the heck?
It's because I can't mute my microphone, so
Okay.
I'm muting because there's a lot of noise that goes on sometimes.
I mute when I'm about to sneeze.
Ah.
And it was
I didn't realize that was the case.
rip off M&Ms.
I was muted because there was noise. I was muted because I was sneezing. I was muted because I was eating M&Ms. I didn't realize I was muted. That's the spread of reasons we've got, folks. That's fine.
All right. So this is wind down, or is this morning?
It's the following morning. Morning.
My brain blanked there. Actually, no. There's nothing Ludviek is going to be doing, so you can pass on to someone else.
All right.
I think just getting ready for the morning and get ready for the trek, making sure everybody is passing some rations around for the morning.
All right.
Same.
All right. The kobolds give you both, grateful little nods and murmurings as they accept the bits of food you hand out. You're using the rations that you pilfered from Red Iron at this point, saving the cows for when you reunite with Torek, as I recall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mostly using the eggs that we bought first.
Yeah, I was going to say, using the eggs before they go bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then the meat, save that for later. But I guess if there's one thing Ludviek's doing, he's just making sure that roll call, making sure everyone's accounted for, every kobold.
All right. Kind of go through the heads, keeping track, and
has a list of names. All right. Darren. Here.
Aaron. Aaron. Karen.
Arian.
Darren.
Air.
Yaren. Farron.
Oh no.
Garen.
Wait.
Oh, we can tell which kobold's Karen.
Which one?
It's the curls.
a demon that eats demons.
Actually, Karen disappeared somewhere along the way.
Karen had to go speak to the guards manager. And she'll be back later.
No.
I've lost all control.
No one missed her.
Only 12 minutes in.
I'm sorry, kids.
Hey, we're giving you bits to clip.
I'm not sure I can clip this. It's just chaos. There's not a through line I can follow here.
There is a through line. The roll call.
Yeah, the through line is, I think he's almost through with patience.
Rocks fall. Everyone dies.
Oh no.
No.
I extra day.
Well, I guess it's time for Wabba Weeva.
Oh, fuck. No.
More rocks fall.
You know, if rocks did fall, it would really suck for those guards because they're like, shit, now we gotta clear up all these rocks off the road.
The fuck did the rocks even come from? They just evaporated out of the sky alongside an agitated sigh. What god was pissed? Me!
Anyways, yeah, that's what Minnove is doing with Boron, I guess.
All right.
Ludviek doing his thing. I don't know what Kari.
Okay. All right. Near as you can tell, Ludviek, no one seems to be missing at present.
Good.
Does anyone else have anything, or are we ready to proceed?
Ready to proceed, Captain.
All right.
Proceed.
Okay, then in that case, I need to just really quickly confirm, more for myself than anything, where you guys are headed. Because I recall there had been some discussion about maybe stopping by Anterine before pressing on.
Yeah, we'd have to go around Anterine regardless, so might as well set up camp a mile or two out of Anterine.
Yeah. I will remind you, this is kind of a little detail that might have gotten a little lost in the shuffle. During your confrontation, let's call it, with the sergeant at the outpost, he did say that whole interaction would have to be reported to Anterine, and he basically sent someone immediately after that conversation was over. So Anterine knows about you guys, or they will by the time you're getting close.
Okay, yeah, all good.
So wanted to make sure you remembered that detail.
We probably would have given them a heads up regardless.
Works for me.
All right. Well then, with all that in mind, if there's nothing else, you start to gather up your supplies and start to follow the only moderately well-traveled dirt path out of this nook and cranny of mountain peaks and foothills, and back out into the open grassland and rolling, more gradual hills. Still having to use the speed of the slowest members of the group who can't ride on horseback or rely on a wagon. You're going to make it about here by the end of this day. So let me just move the calendar forward. It's nearing sunset of the second day when you find yourselves coming upon the main road, only a couple of miles outside of Anterine. The terrain and landscape gradually flattening out around you. Every so often, one of the kobolds trades places with one of the ones that are walking just to give them a rest, but every so often one kind of falls and has to be helped back up. There are a handful of small sort of incidents from time to time, but nothing major, nothing that the kobolds seem to be unable to resolve on their own. As you're kind of looking around at them as you're traveling, sort of crossing this distance, the sun traveling over the sky, you do get a very strong vibe of the tight-knit community that they've built. Even as they spent so much time as slaves, they largely spent a great deal of time in close quarters, forced to exist together, and you imagine that probably wasn't great for them at first. But if nothing else, kobolds are communal creatures, so that they eventually bound together and have this really good rapport you're seeing now is unsurprising, and a little spot of hope, at least, given what they've been through. But eventually, you do find yourselves touching the main road for Anterine.
All right.
The sky's turning sort of a very vibrant and brilliant shade of gold as the sun kind of kisses the horizon.
Well, I vote we set up camp around here and prepare for the night, maybe. But I might.
Worst.
Or the worst. At least give everybody seems exhausted and don't want any more mishaps happening.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing we need is some poor soul to get run over after tripping. So resting here for the night probably is the best.
Good.
All right. Fair enough. So, sort of delivering that suggestion to Najira, she has no objections. She does insist we should at the very least have our camp be slightly off the road rather than around it.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the way. We're quite a large caravan, and also don't want any unwanted presence near, so...
Indeed.
Can I find a spot off the road that is hidden enough? You know, like
Sure.
maybe someplace that's like hidden behind a hill, so from the road itself it's not as easily noticeable.
Make for me a survival check.
All right.
Can I give you guidance?
Yeah, I'll take the guidance.
You can give guidance, sure.
What's that again?
It's a D4.
All right.
We're like level... Is guidance the
5.
cantrip or the bardic thing?
Guidance is a cantrip.
Ah, right. Okay.
It
yeah,
doesn't
that's the
scale. It just is
Okay.
it's just a flat D4.
Right, I just remember that, like, you have, like, 2 different things that can do that. So, okay,
Well, I
a
have-
15.
Yeah. My bardic is just a D6.
Yep. All right, so, casting around for a little bit, it doesn't take you terribly long, though you are fairly far away at this point from the main sort of rises of the mountains. There are still hills and little craggy, sort of rocky formations and outcrops scattered here and there, and you've kind of gotten a bit of a feel for the land in the numerous times you've passed through this particular juncture at this point. So it only takes you a short time to find a kind of secluded spot that provides some shelter from prying eyes and has its own little overlook point so that in the event someone wants to ambush this place, there are points where someone could keep watch and make sure that doesn't happen. So, just kind of a little natural, deep bowl in the land with rocky walls. Easy enough to reach on foot, but well concealed from the road.
Nice.
Nice
With-
spot here, Ludviek.
Yes, this should be a good spot for tonight. Are you planning on... I assume we're planning on heading into the city tomorrow.
Well, I'd like to... Probably not tomorrow, probably... Ideally in the evening, like soon, like within an hour or so.
As a reminder, like, it is, like, sunset at this point, like, past
Yeah.
sunset, actually. Like, it's, like, nighttime right now, so.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, technically, yeah, you could still come to the... I don't know, there are certain cities in this time period that, or type of setting, that would close their gates and not allow anyone in past sunset unless, like, you know, very emergency or official business sort of thing. But I don't know if that's true here. Is it?
Minnove would know this. Anterine, given its position, you know, is like the major trade city with other land powers outside of Valrive. You know, it's on the major road connecting to Amira and from there other places all over. It receives a lot of traffic at nearly all times of day. Like, even at night, there's still a decent bit of foot traffic. So they have sentries posted to screen anyone coming in the night. but unless there's like a problem, like, you know, like a crime was recently committed of sufficient in severity, or there's like a threat to the city from outside or something else to that effect, usually traffic continues. It's just screened by a wall of guards first. Just as a precaution.
I mean, if Minnove and like whoever wants to go with wanted to head into the city, I mean, he'd get there fairly easy. I mean, you'd be cutting into the night, but yeah, could be done. Like maybe, I don't know. That's up to the DM.
I mean, if you want to, you can.
Well, it's a trade city, so it'd be stupid for them to not let trade go through at all times of the day and night. Traveling merchants sometimes pass through the night, and so on and such.
Security nightmare, if you ask me, but all right.
Well, that's why they pay their guards well. Like, if you're a guard in Anterine, you get paid well either through the government or through shady dealings.
Yeah, night shifts. Yay.
And no one likes night shift because nothing happens in night shift, and if anything happens in night shift, it's usually too exciting.
Yep.
But I would like to at least, you know, pop in and see Bob and Uncle Bob and say hi and everything's all right.
I'm sure Natira would like to see him again.
Yeah.
If there was a reply from the capital, did we say the return address, the message would be sent to Bob's address, or what is it? Something we pick up.
I have a direct transcript of the letter Tuki wrote. There was no return address that she specified, so a return address would just be the Corvid Runner's mail house.
We could also check out the mail house then.
If they're open at this hour. But
Well,
yes.
if so, and if not, then in the morning we can just pop in before breakfast and during breakfast and head in and just see and stop and check it out and
All right.
such.
If that is true, then I will stay here to help set up and guard for the first watch. You'll probably be back before the second watch even starts.
If
Maybe.
you want to go, I'll join you.
You join me in Anterine.
Yep.
Oh. Didn't expect you to want a fella. Good on you there. Would anyone else like to come and enjoy the company of, I guess, Bob and such, or just not?
You know, I think I need there's a respite from the wilderness.
So basically,
You know what?
the whole party is heading into town.
Except Ludviek.
Except Ludviek. Okay.
I mean, Ludviek, if you want, I'm sure Kathan could help watch over, and you can maybe hang out with Kathan.
Caitlin smells.
What you say there? That's my dad.
I'm just worried about something I'm just worried about something happening to the group. You know, while
No,
we're
it's
off and about.
fair. It's fair safeness, just so that you have a talking buddy, and you don't have to be alone and on your own. Like you and Kathan can watch the caravan, and I can see if I know I'm volunteering Kathan to do so, but he kind of owes me.
How long will you keep on holding that over his head?
Oh, for at least another 20 more years.
You are a harsh woman there, Minnove.
Listen. I don't know. I've never had a dad before.
Hell hath no woman. Hell hath no fury like a woman. Never mind.
Kari, what's happened to you? What's wrong?
Yes, it's usually me who gets confused on the turns of phrase.
Yes.
No, a bug flew in my beak.
Oh.
A bug flew into your beak, and you accidentally bit it, and it was very gummy, and you're just trying to scrape it out from the inside of your beak. It's like peanut butter getting on the roof of your mouth, but it's way worse.
You're just going to. You just.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess if you're worried, Ludviek, I can just check and see if the Corvid runners are open, and if they have anything, and then I can come back.
That might be good. We want to send if there is something, we'll need to send a reply as soon as possible. Or understand, as we did technically not wait for his response. Hopefully this does not get us in trouble too much.
I knew that we weren't going to wait. I just told them what we were doing.
If the others are joining Minnove, I'll stay with the caravan. Just didn't want to let it go alone.
What a sweetheart.
All right.
I will go to Nigeria and ask her if she wishes to come, I guess.
Oh yeah, Siba.
All right. Fair enough. So you go and locate Najira easily enough. She's found a little corner with Kathan. They've set a little fire going, and they're quietly talking in a dragon tongue as you're approaching. But when they see you approaching, Najira quickly just says something to him that basically amounts to, "We'll finish this conversation later."
Hello. I'm, Kari, Tuki, and I are all going into Anterine, and I plan on, seeing Uncle Bob. Do you want to, do you want to come? It's up to you. You don't have to.
I do want to see Robert again. Yes.
Cool. Boron and Ludviek are gonna stay behind. I figured if they need any company or any help, would and she gestures to Kathan, would you be able to help them with any translation or just aid them in things?
If you believe I'd be of better use here doing that, I can. But
I mean, if you want to come too, you can. I didn't know if you would be comfortable because you're.
I do want to. I've heard nothing but great things about this man, and I would love the chance to see him myself. There are things I would say to him.
Perfect, cool, rockin'. Yeah. I will. We're gonna head out in in about an hour ish.
I'll be ready. Don't you worry.
Maybe less. I don't know. Okay. I'll shoot you guys a message. She turns around with she finger guns and walks away.
You hear a message in your head a second later in Najira's voice. What the hell was that? She used the message spell on you.
Yeah.
Just a helpless shrug and keep going.
Yeah, Minnove can't talk to her parents. She doesn't know. She doesn't know how to be a child.
All right. You spend the next 30 to 40 minutes gathering up a handful of things you might need. Mostly just making sure that, well, actually, no, none of you wear shoes. You're fine.
Yeah.
You basically just make sure you have rudimentary gear that might be useful in case shit goes tits up for whatever reason. And
wait, I just realized something.
What?
So it's Minnove, Tuki, and Minnove's parents going into town, right?
And Kari.
Yes, and Kari.
And Kari. Okay, Kari can drive the cart. Never mind.
I don't have a license.
All right. All right, you're
Probably
taking butterscotch in the cart then, just to make better time?
I guess. I thought we were just walking.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Makes sense to, use the cart. Save your
Fair
time.
It is a little faster. Fair enough. All right, so
We gotta park. We gotta find a place to park.
either way, gathering up into the back of the wagon, Najira uttering some instructions to a handful of the other kobolds in the encampment to, if they need something, that they can depend, of course, on Boron and Ludviek to provide assistance as needed, and to use common when talking with them. They don't understand the dragon tongue, unfortunately. Those kobolds seem ready to do as such, and after a moment, Najira and Kathan load into the back of the wagon. Right, we're ready.
Ooh.
And with that,
All
you,
right. Let's go.
all right, you spur Butterscotch into motion, and she pulls the wagon out and around a bend, and before long, you're rocking down the road to Anterine. The paths and terrain around you sort of gradually begin to slope down and descend a bit. You come up over the top of one of the first rises and look down, and you can see Anterine before you, sprawling out, lights and windows flickering like orange starlight against the backdrop dark of the night-shrouded landscape. You can see the river that Anterine straddles the shores of, slithering by, glittering in the ring light. What of the ring light can penetrate through the cloud cover, sparse though it may be at this particular day. And you roll on down. Before long, you find yourselves coming up to the familiar gates and portcullises. You've only been away a handful of days, but it's unfamiliar guards that you see as you're rolling up. One of them walks forward. Hold there. What's your business in Anterine this night? Sort of addressing you, Kari, since you're the one in the front seat, I imagine.
We're just looking for an interest in. We don't want to be sleeping out in the wilderness.
Sort of looks behind you at the rest of your party, which is comprised of one other Kraven and 3 kobolds.
Can I roll to see if I know this guy?
Sure, just roll me a flat d20.
Skitch preparing the random name generator.
15. You're not necessarily, personally well acquainted with him, but, you've seen his face before you departed from Anterine, and you've, played in the, in the Blue Butterfly to, help bring in some extra coin. You saw his face in there from time to time, presumably when off duty. You don't necessarily know his name, but you've seen him. He might have thrown a couple coins your way in the past.
Oh, I recognize you. Did you used to go to the Blue Butterfly?
Sort of looks your way, squints at you for a second, and then he blinks his eyes up a bit. Oh shit! You're that kobold that always played there, aren't you?
Yeah. I was the one that always ran around and such and everything and played.
Yeah, I haven't seen you for a bit.
Yeah, no, I've been quite busy. I'm making friends and going around and venturing. The world is quite more vast than you think it might be. I just thought, I'd bring my parents to my favorite little spot here in Anterine.
His eyes settle on
my
Najira and
friend.
Kathan. He's like, parents, huh? Huh. All right. If you're from Anterine, then you know the drill, miss. So don't cause any trouble. We won't have anything, all right? Have a good night.
Absolutely.
All right, let him through. And he steps back and waves for you all to roll on through.
And that's how it's done. She's gonna whisper to Kari.
Well,
You have
All right,
local
fine, if you
celebrity
do-
status, so that helps.
right, fine. If you're just going to take it over before I even have a chance to really do anything, then yeah, I guess that's how it's done. Next time, I'll be sure to take it from you.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Or maybe I'll see if it works out first and let you languish in it for a bit.
Oh, let me absolutely just be like, please, Kari, please just say something. Oh, I'm begging of thee. Like that. Would you like that said in your head? I can do that in your head too.
No, that's not necessary. None of that is necessary, actually.
You don't want me begging for trouble? Or begging for help?
You don't need to beg for something you're going to bring about soon anyway.
Trouble? Yeah, listen.
I've been around you long enough to know how this thing usually goes.
See how he treats me? She gestures to Tuki, like everybody else.
I'm just assuming this is the nature of your friendship. I've seen siblings and broods who squabble more than this.
Sorry, I'm also peeling my nails.
She starts it most of the time.
I do, and typically he finishes it.
Yes, because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
See? Look, I just finished it again.
As you're kind of rolling in, Najiro's looking around with a kind of a nostalgic look in her eye. You know, she lived in this city for a long time. She seems maybe not happy to be back, but reminiscing on being so. Kathan, on the other hand, is kind of just leaning forward in a seat, hands sort of clasped between his knees, head down, looking very tense.
So, I don't know, what did you do in Anterine?
Me?
Well, you and Mum.
Well, I didn't do anything in Anterine. I was just passing through. I ran into Nadira quite by accident.
Do tell.
I only had a handful of coins to my name. I was going through the market to just get myself some food for the road. My colors, and he lifts up his hand to put on display his teal scales, gave me a little bit more leeway than I was expecting. Apparently teal scales aren't terribly hated, so I had a bit of help on that front. And I was on break from my usual work in the Cadam's abode at the time. I was down to buy myself something nice, and we ran into each other just in the middle of the street. You said you've been around a lot, Minnove. You know that it's rare to run into another kobold just in transit.
Yeah, I've come across only a few.
Well, Najira and I hadn't seen another kobold in years, so we dropped everything and just elected to take the time to talk.
That's unfair.
Excuse me, he kind of just gives you a quirked brow. Do you think we fucked that night? Kathan.
Whoa, I didn't say anything about that. I just said I'm sure you did talk.
Your tone carried an implication. I don't know. I'm still learning to read you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you read it.
Either way, yes, we
don't need to be so blunt, though.
No, we did not conceive you that very night, Minnove.
That's not. It's not.
She raises an eyebrow at you.
Either way, continue.
Yes. At any rate, we well, she still, of course, had her work in the Cadam's abode, so she had to go back there, but I wasn't in any rush to leave after that, so we agreed to meet time permitting and did so a handful of times over the next few months and whenever time allowed. But, well, I'm sure you remember I said I wasn't terribly comfortable living in a big human city.
Yeah, spread.
After what happened to my horde, I never felt safe here.
What happened to your horde?
Like I said, it was attacked. Scattered. Some band of Mankin adventurers, I think. I don't know what prompted it, I'm not sure what they were after or who sent them or why, and ultimately it doesn't really matter. My horde was scattered and I didn't see any of them again. And all I could do was wander and hope I found another one. I found Najira first.
Anything Well, welcome back. What brought you to Anterine then, I guess, Mother?
Honestly, it was much the same. I'd been traveling for a long time. After I left Korthal's horde, there wasn't really anywhere else for me to settle. I just followed what paths were open to me. Made friends where I could, but for the most part I just kept moving. Nowhere felt right. In some regards, I almost think it was akin to this yearning thing the Krovan have to deal with. Just nowhere ever felt right. Eventually, though, when I wound up here... Well, coin makes the world of mankind turn, and I was low on it. But, by chance, I wound up in the line of sight of the Cadam. Saw multiple things that he thought would be useful. Or just intriguing. A red scale this far north, it's not exactly common. So, he brought me into his employ, and for the most part just paid me a decent sum to give him information on kobolds if it was necessary, and otherwise use my skills as a mystic to entertain him or his guests. It wasn't the most dignified work I've ever done, but it paid well enough, it kept a roof over my head, and it let me use my skills for their intended purpose. Or at least the purpose I wanted to use them for.
Well, welcome back! Sorry, I don't
It's
really know.
alright, Minnove. It's alright.
Do you want to talk, well, if you want to talk to any Krovan, we have two right here. We have Tuki and we have Kari.
I am aware, yes.
I believe we've spoken. Maybe. Have we?
We've traded words very briefly during the meeting in the Grand Hall, but we haven't had any one-on-one conversations, you and I.
I see.
If at any point you want to change that, I'm not opposed, but for now, I do want to concentrate on seeing Robert.
Yeah.
Upon which note, you turn a bend in the road and the blue butterfly comes into view up ahead. There's not currently any music coming from inside, given the kind of late hour you imagine there's not enough people in there to justify a performer, but the lights are still on.
So, how do we want to do this? Do we want to just walk in and be like, ah? Or do we want to do something fun?
As much as I would love to do something fun, I am tired?
I guess so. I guess that works.
Besides, Robert was never one who was terribly fond of surprises. I still remember how he reacted to it the day we met, and he found me in his back alley.
Well, I'm pretty sure regardless you're going to surprise him.
True, but let's maybe downplay it just a bit.
Fine.
So this Robert man, he's, you like him? Think he's a good man?
Like me? I like Robert?
Yes.
Of course. He helped me a lot. When it was just me, he basically like raised me the last 10 years. Well, most of it. Of course, I went through my teenage years. He was not quite fond of those years, let me tell you that. But he gave me a roof. Gave me a roof and food and gave me coin when so far and able so I could, eventually be on my own. He was kind of the family I had when I had no one.
All right then.
So,
let's go meet him.
yeah. Tuki, I know you said you wanted to go check on the thing, or do you want to do it now, or do you want to wait till after?
I can do that now. I mean, if everybody's going to be visiting Uncle Bob, then I won't be saying much anyway.
All right. Then yeah. Feel free to come back when you. Cool.
And Tuki will hop off the wagon.
All right. So Tuki
And Kari.
Go on.
Oh, I was saying, Kari, find us a place to park. Oh, I knew we shouldn't have taken the car.
Okay. I'll just. Well, if the
Do they have free parking nearby?
I'll
what's the
assume yes.
hang on, what's the name? What's the name of the inn again? I'm so
Blue butterfly.
The
Thank
blue
you.
butterfly.
I was blanking so hard.
It's okay. It's all good.
Well, I would assume if the blue butterfly is an inn of any repute, there's a spot we can keep the cart.
Yeah. There it is.
Excellent. Thank you, God.
You're welcome.
He speaks to God a lot. I don't know who God is, but he speaks to God a lot.
Hi. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, I believe he's very. I believe Najir is familiar with God. Because you're playing Najira. Get it, Skitch? Because you're playing all the characters. You get it? You get it, Skitch?
I understand.
Okay.
I just don't find it funny.
You know what?
Oh no!
Don't worry, it's the bit. But we're just gonna go into the blue butterfly.
And you can take that to the bank.
All right.
and we'll
Whatever
just
the
go
fuck
into
that
blue
means.
We'll just go into the blue butterfly.
Okay.
And we'll just open the door.
All right.
After they found a place to park.
Yep, so you pop open the door. The familiar sense of the interior of the blue butterfly hit you, this mingling of various different aromas of travelers and good food and good drink. There's not like much in the way of clientele at the moment. It appears to be like at this kind of late hour, very quiet. You can hear some rattling behind the count, like sort of in the kitchens beyond the counter though. And Uncle Bob's scent does linger in the air, so you know he's around.
All right, time to find Bob.
Indeed.
Do you want to find a table? You can find a table, sit down, or we can go find him together and scare him all as one, or I could break the news to him and let him know so he can like mentally prepare himself. Or how do you want to make this go down?
I think it might be a good idea if we go sit and you go fetch him, if that's all right with everyone.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Kari, would you like Would you want to help them, or do you want to come with me and to find Bob? I'm sweating.
Fun Bob
What?
Cube Pants.
Yes, I too enjoy partaking in the cartoon about Robert of the straightened trousers.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's SpongeBob. I forgot about that. This is my Bob Robert. Yeah. Fuck.
Anyway, could you please repeat that?
Would you like to come with Minnove to go find Bob, or do you want to sit down with Najira and Kathan at a booth?
You know what? I think Kari's gonna go with Minnove.
Exciting.
Awesome.
Because
All right,
I think staying with them will make things awkward.
Possibly. So, Najira and Kathan fuck off to find a seat while you two just let yourselves into the back, I guess. Poking.
Hello?
Yep, you sort of poke through the door into the kitchen and call out, hello, and you hear from further in, Minnove? Yeah. Setting down of like pans and stuff and shuffling feet, kind of squeaking on the floor. Bob comes around the corner. Minnove! Oh, and he steps forward and just swoops you up into a big hug. Oh, it's good to see you. I've been so worried since you left. It's only been like a couple of weeks, but it feels like it's been months. Oh.
Hey, Bob. Sorry, a little sore from still, in Minnove. Give him back a hug, friendly, but also like wince a little, and like still some sore joints from earlier. I've been walking a lot.
We should go find you a chair then, so you can tell me all about your trip. And
actually,
how it all went.
I have a chair that I picked out just for you, Bob.
What?
Right, Kari? We have a chair just for Bob. We know exactly what chair to give Bob, right?
Minnove, I want you to know, you sound like you're setting him up to be like robbed.
No, she does this a lot.
Well, you know, it's exciting. It's exciting to find a chair and sit down and talk with old friends.
He kind of lowers himself to be a little closer to your eye level. Hey, you told me what you were going to that fort for. So tell me, did it all work out? Did you find him?
She's gonna grab his like hand with both her hands. You should come out to the dining room.
Either way.
How many of the details do you want?
Knowing Minnove, I'm gonna get more than I ask for and fewer than I need.
This is going to be incredibly entertaining.
Come.
I'm coming. He's
Move your feet a little faster.
You drag him out of the kitchen like a kid wanting to show Dad her favorite drawing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Dad, this is my actual dad.
Dad,
This is the dad I like.
Dad, this is the dad this is the father that stepped up.
So you kind of haul him out. He's like, goodness, I haven't seen you this animated. And his eyes sort of settle on the table where Najira and Kathan are sitting side by side waiting. Najira just puts on a little smile. Hello, Robert. Najira. What was that?
I think he was sneezing.
Oh. Fair enough. And who's one thing at a time. Robert kind of gently pries his hand from yours and strides forward to Najira, who dutifully hops out of her seat and lets herself also receive a hug from Robert. Oh, gods above, it's good to see you all right, Najira. Ah, you are okay, aren't you? It's gods, it's been so long. I'm well as can be, Robert, thank you. If you'll forgive me for saying so, you look like shit. You are forgiven, for you are correct. And,
You have seen her 3 days ago.
I have not had a chance to bathe yet. It has been an ordeal. I have so many questions and I have no idea where to start. God, how do you even fill a silence like this? Do you think this is awkward? And she nods over at Kathan. Meet my mate. You... What? Is in...
Minnove's father. I was just as shocked as you.
Goodness. Hi. Kathan hops out of his seat, steps around until he's sort of face to face with Robert. We've never met before, you and I, but I've heard nothing but great things about you from Najira for the last 10 years. And in the last few days, I've heard nothing but great things about you from my daughter. There's so many ways I could preempt this, and I'm just going to skip them all and say thank you for being there for her when I wasn't. By all accounts, you were the father to her that I should have been. You gave her a home, and I can never repay that. But I can let you know I'm grateful. Thank you. It was my pleasure. Right. I got the feeling we're gonna need some drinks for this. Who's in agreement?
Please. Oh, gods, please.
I'll bring out the good stuff. Not water. No, not water. What's water? You do not want to know.
Dad, you should still have water.
No, tried to get her dad soshed.
So Robert comes back a second later with a big old platter, just with a big old jug full of ale and a whole bunch of other mugs and stuff. Right. I have no idea where to start this conversation. It's all right. I don't either.
Oh my god, this is like deja vu.
Right? Well, just to reiterate what I said a minute ago. Kathan, was it? Yes. As I said, it was my pleasure to take care of her. She was a great kid. It was a bit of a surprise when suddenly the responsibility of looking after her fell on my shoulders, but well, I understand that wasn't any of your choice, was it, you two? Well, it was my pleasure, and it's a pleasure to see you again, Najira, and pleasure to meet you, Kathan. This is awkward.
It sure is. Kari, you have any fun facts, fun quips you can do? Please.
No, actually, I think I'm going to sit here and watch.
Oh, Kari. Remember when we were having the conversation of please talk, Kari?
Oh, no, I remember.
Oh,
Kari's
no.
like, Kari's like, why would I interfere? I have dinner and a show.
Oh, yeah. See, I just didn't expect it to be,
So soon? Me neither.
yes.
I didn't expect it literally the next conversation is to have to be literally it.
What the hell are you talking about? There's Robert kind of
Literally-
chuckling a bit.
Literally, Robert, literally, don't worry about it.
Literally, don't worry about it.
You should keep. Actually, Robert, I think you should continue to ask her about it.
Oh, Kari, you are such a... You know what, Kari? We need to have a conversation later about your skills.
No, I don't think I would do.
Okay,
I guess
So,
just the thing I want to know is, well, you, Kathan, I haven't heard about you until today. Well, I just scratch that. I heard about you like a handful of times, but I never heard your name, and Najiro's always staring wistfully off into the distance whenever she brought you up, so... What? Oh no, that music is missing from the playlist. Fuck's sake. Okay. Sometimes music disappears from the Watch Together room because YouTube copyrights stuff out of existence. Happens. Well, if you must know, Kathan kind of leans forward and recaps the story he told you about, meeting Najira, but eventually leaving and not knowing, and always being afraid of coming back.
So I have a question. I do have a question.
Okay.
I wish to inquire. So how did you two know that? No. Like,
No.
how did I don't know, made it or stuff?
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what positions we were in.
No, I'm asking, like, how did you know, like, it was like, hey, I like you, and we should, like, do more stuff.
Do you mean how did we know that we had fallen in love with each other?
Hey, dude, that sounds weird, Mom. Don't make it sound so weird.
I stated it simply. Yeah, kid, I gotta agree. Your mom's got a point. You're the one who's kind of making it weird.
Like, how'd you know?
How did we know? Believe it or not, that was probably the bravest thing Kathan did. Oh, come on. She kind of like nudges him with her elbow. He figured it out first. As it is, it's kind of hard to explain. It's one of those things where the emotion of it often blindsides you, I found.
Yeah.
Kathan was not the first mate I've ever had, you know this. Though he was decidedly the one that I had the strongest emotional bond with, especially given the short time we had to be together.
Well, what made him, like, different than other other mates?
Well, with the other mates, we were, for one thing, a lot of them competed for my affection back in the Horde. You need to understand that with the possibility of war with Lassoon becoming a certainty and looming over our heads, there was a certain drive in the Horde to get more hatchlings into existence so that in the event we lost a large number of our population in a conflict, that we wouldn't die out. So a lot of the mating that happened at that point was pragmatic as opposed to romantic.
Well, I'm not asking, like, why'd you have sex? I'm just asking, like, what's the difference?
I'm saying that's the point. That's what's different.
Okay. I don't want to know my parents have sex. This is fucking weird.
Will you let me answer the question you asked, or will you continue to turn redder than your scales allow?
Actually, I'm very interested in kobold mating rituals.
You can ask me that one-on-one another time.
But what?
So that we're not embarrassing the shit out of my daughter?
That's right there. I'm joking. No, but that was me saying it.
Because evidently my child is not mature enough to handle this conversation. Robert and Kathan start chortling into their drinks.
Listen, I just want to know, like, I don't know, like, if you meet someone and you like want to like, and you know that they might like something. How do you?
Okay.
Know?
Minnove, look at me.
You know what? I think I forgot to make sure the cart was tied up.
Kari, don't you dare.
I will be back in a moment.
Okay, so Najera kind of reaches across the table to grab your face, Minnove, and focus your attention on her. Pay attention now. Do you know the feeling of having someone next to you? You can feel their warmth. Because they're there, your mind is on them. The way you know that you have fallen for someone is when their presence leaves you. They're not at your side. But all you can think about is them, and you just want them back. When simply being in their presence makes you feel comfortable and safe and wanted, and to be absent that is distressing almost. Or at the very least, you would rather they be there than not.
Cool. Awesome. Great.
So my question becomes, and she sort of releases her hold on your face, who is it?
But it could just be a question.
Minnove.
I ask a lot of questions. You can ask Bob. I ask a lot of questions.
Minnove, who is it?
Oh. Well, why'd you just say it? You could have just played along. I would have so done whatever you wanted for free of work.
Are you kidding? You heard your dad. I'm your dad. It's my job to embarrass you. That is a fucking great sentence, and I love it.
Well, I've come across people on my travels, and some of them are just, I don't know, just kind of I've had fancies, and I've had little squab, but I don't know, it's different.
I'm going to tell you this right now, Minnove, and this is Kathan speaking up. I will admit, we still barely know each other, but there's a saying humans have where you miss every arrow you don't draw. If there's someone right now that you're interested in, don't let them slip away.
Oh.
The worst they can do is say no.
That's the scary part, though.
Oh, believe me, I know. Do you know how
scary.
Do you know how scared I was when I confessed my affections for her? And he points at Najera.
Probably just as scared as I am.
Yeah,
I came this close. He's pinching your fingers. So close. And then I friend zoned myself.
Wow, that's impressive.
I know.
So from the other room you hear, Minnove, just say it. It's obvious.
God?
I don't need my ego fed anymore. Please refrain. I will now return to definitely not paying attention from the other room.
Why did Kari go to the other room? Just to antagonize Minnove by leaving her alone with all this embarrassment?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
And he's put his ear toward the door, or
It's
not to the
all
door,
of this is delicious, but if I'm there, I'm providing moral support. We can't have that!
Exactly. He likes the tea. He likes the goss. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because if he's there, her parents are probably less likely to really get in the weeds of the conversation because they're like, who's this guy?
This fucking guy, yeah. So, like, it's embarrassing for Minnove, but Kari's actually doing her a solid by putting her in an environment where people can be more open about it.
But it's I don't know, it's scary. But that's not.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. You said you were this close and you friend-zoned yourself.
Yeah. Sucks.
You see the math kind of going on behind Najira's eyes for a second? Huh.
What?
Is it Tuki?
Oh, whoa! Now, what makes you think it's that conclusion? Is it that easy, or is it like...
Well, my main takeaway, for one thing, is how much you smell like her, for one thing. For another thing, is how much time you spent just talking with her one-on-one. The other night, after the checkpoint.
Well, like, she was upset, and like she wanted like someone to talk to. She's going through a lot. There was a lot on her mind, and just like, am I obvious?
I don't know. You tell me. Am
Yes.
I right? Is there a mouse on the walls? I should go clean out the walls.
Bob, don't you fucking
You
dare.
know exactly what this is. Don't play dumb.
Yeah. Well. Huh. Just tell me yourself, Minnove. Your yelling friend besides. Am I right?
Yes, I think so. Like, yeah.
I see. Fascinating.
Why? What? Is it that? Why?
Why fascinating?
Yes.
It's just uncommon.
Well, I'm an uncommon one.
Oh, believe me, I'm aware. From the moment your egg hatched, you've definitely been an outlier, and in all those ways I've been so proud of you. That being said, if you do have an attraction to this Croven, your father made a good point. If you don't take your shot sooner or later, you're just going to keep missing forever.
Why are you gonna be so right?
At the risk of sounding pretentious as shit, I am your mother.
You are
it's
my mother.
Job.
It's your job.
But by that same token, you are a grown woman at this point. You may be my child, but you are not a child anymore. I'm happy to advise you in whatever way you need from me, but far be it from me to command you.
This is something you can actually hit the mark on.
Kari Harris is being like Statler and Wardle from the Muppets.
It's like the whole table is sort of collectively elected. They're just trying to ignore Kari doing that at this point. It's like, fuck, we all know he's listening in, but this is too important to disrupt. We'll just ignore him. Like,
I know you're right.
my question is, do you need help?
Maybe. I don't know. I've been trying to. before I even like realized or knew, and I want Kari, come back here. I just want to bring you in on this if I can.
And Kari comes back in.
Oh my God, Kari, were you listening?
No, I wasn't.
Crazy. So when Tuki and I first met, well, not when we first met, like after the first night of like rest, I guess, or like warriors over, or have you may she was distressed, and I went and I spoke with her and talked, and that's when she described to me her feeling with her trouble with her yearning, and I want to play something for her. At the very least.
For her. I was about to say just Yahtzee.
And I've been trying to write music, but being on the road and writing is just really hard, especially when you're trying to be secretive from your friend who never sleeps.
Yeah.
So I would like aid in writing it or finding the song, the music for it, and
So what you're saying is you want me to write you a love song because
no,
you asked for it and because you need one?
I'm not asking you to make me. I'm asking for some assistance, you know, like some like homie to homies, like.
Well,
Kari, and like I want you in on it because like you have experience.
Where did you hear that?
I mean, like experience as like you I don't know, you hear stuff and you do stuff and also like you have like experience in just like being a Kraven and helping me make it so that I'm hitting like core factor goals of Kari.
Kathan's gonna chime in at this point. I honestly can't really help you with that one, unfortunately.
Wow. You really are in a gay panic, aren't you? You can barely speak straight at this point.
It was really good. That was really good.
Thank you.
I'm tempted to have Najira ask what that even means, but nah. I think she can put it together in context. It's like, well, my daughter is just, I've just discovered that my daughter is gay and she's panicking. Okay, that makes sense.
Well,
Has she done the whole dramatic "my bloodline ends with me" speech yet?
me?
What?
Yes. No.
I mean, I could, but I don't know if it truly does. I mean, you never know.
Well, your bloodline might. Mine sure hasn't.
Hear that, Dad?
No, I'm very aware. I was very well aware of the fact that she had numerous broods well before we ever met.
Well, no, I'm saying your bloodline, because like from my knowledge, I'm your only.
Hey, we're out of the mines now. Don't you go getting ideas.
Oh no, Kari, I'm gonna get a little sibling.
Why are you acting like... You know what? You're very dense.
I'm very nervous. That's what it is. I'm very scared, very nervous, and I talk, unfortunately, a lot. Unfortunately.
Well,
How about
Go ahead.
See, Minnove, here's the problem with what you're asking of me.
I will pay you.
Oh, that's adorable. No. See, the problem, Minnove, is what you're asking me. Is you're asking someone who has no idea what you're feeling in your heart and in your soul to put that feeling to paper. I can't do that for you. That's going to have to be you.
Have you never fallen in love before? Or, like, had a feeling of, like, attraction?
If I die today, my bloodline's not over. But, no, so...
What secret love child are you talking about?
So, Minnove,
Yes.
I'm not you. I am confident I can speak to those I'm attracted to. You are incredibly adorable.
Thank you!
You're welcome. Now, maybe I can help you figure out some notes here and there. But I can't write a love song for you.
No, like, just, yeah, like, that's all I want.
Okay, do you have the song?
I do. But it's like in very, very rough phases. It was originally scratched out to be exactly what I had planned it to be, and then it started getting more and more like in depth, and then it started then it snowballed from there, and then that's kind of how I realized, oh, that's not normally what something you say about friends are.
It sounds to me what happened with your song is exactly the same thing that happens in your talking when you get flustered.
Hence why it's very obvious.
You just keep going.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Well,
And I don't say a whole lot of nothing. I say a whole lot of nothing. Either way,
Anyway.
I don't want to dwell on it too much. But that's definitely something I do want to explore more whilst we are in the company of one another. Because I don't want to be talking about this and then her coming through the door after going to the Krabben, and then after we should really head back. Because Boron and Ludviek are waiting for us as well.
I think
And
all you've
everybody
done
else.
is dwell on this, I'm going to be honest.
It's been a rough few weeks, okay?
Yes.
I will point out that for the duration that we are traveling together, Minnove, you have someone you can talk about this in broad daylight with, without anyone but us being any the wiser.
She's been teaching Tuki Draconic.
How far along are those lessons?
Kraven never forget.
She knows a few phrases and a few words, and specifically knows nursery rhymes, because that's all Kari was singing the other night. So she knows nursery rhymes, and she knows like some words and some things that I've translated for her. But she's learning Draconic. Just have to speak in really weird tongue. Code. She knows her own name in Kraven. Not in Kraven. In oh.
There you go.
Oh no! Oh no!
The funny thing about that is Kraven do have two names. Right, that is a thing, right? Robert kind of looks at you, Kari. Please tell me I'm not being accidentally horribly racist right now.
Robert?
Yes?
Yes, you are
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to think about whether or not I was going to have a bit of fun, but I think Minnove is enough for this evening.
What is your name in Kraven, by the way, Kari?
So effectively, like it just kind of comes out as to your ears just a series of like just crow noises and chirps and whistles, and it's completely unpronounceable on your mouth.
I don't think it picked up my crow noises, did it?
I
heard the start of it, and then it cut out because I think you peaked a bit much, so your microphone stopped you.
Dang.
We caught the start of it though, but yeah, like crow noises.
Dang.
Yeah,
And that's my name?
Yeah, you see, but I can't pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try.
There are few
Can-
who can.
Wait, Kari. If you find, can you find out how Tuki's name, what Tuki's name is, and help me put that in the song? Because I could like totally like make it like make the music sound like you're Kraven.
I'm sorry, but I cannot. The only time a Crovan shares their real name with another Crovan is if they intend to wed. I'm joking, yes, of course I can go find that out.
Oh, my heart! Oh, my heart! Kari, that terrified me. I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, no, like the only reason the Kraven have the short snappy names with the 4 letters and 2 syllables is just because those are easy to remember and pronounce. If they're talking in their native tongue, yeah, like whatever your native languages are, you just use those with each other.
Unless you know Sparrow. Then you could say it in Sparrow.
There's different. Wait, what? Insane.
Birds. We can sound like other birds.
You can also sound like other people.
Yes, here's my impression of Robert. Hello there, my name is Robert. How are you doing tonight?
Oh my god, he sounds exactly like you.
Please don't do that. Goodness, that's creepy.
Sorry. And here's me sounding like Najira. Oh, Minnove, I need you to go and stop sitting on your ass and actually tell someone that you like them.
He missed
Wow.
my rasp. I'm teasing.
His eyes narrow.
In character, you got it. Fine. It's okay. I'm teasing.
And I'm saying his eyes narrow, and he says, "You know not the enemy you have made this day." Anyway, yes, I can go find out Tuki's true name.
Cool. And then we put that in the song, and then maybe it will.
I'm going to be incredibly entertained with you trying to say it. But
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
Tuki
say
will
it.
find it.
Well, I'm not gonna
Are
say
you
it.
wanting me to sing it?
No. No. I'm gonna sing
Not
it.
only do you want me to write your love song, you want me to perform it as well. Wow,
No.
you really are trying to set us up, aren't you?
Wait, no, Kari. I mean, like, I want to play. I want the sound of the music to sound like her name. Like, cause like it's oh, Kari, please.
You're going to need an organ,
I will find
like
an
a big
organ.
church organ.
I will find a big church organ.
Oh, I can tell you there's probably one somewhere in the city, but good luck getting close to it.
Oh, I have my ways, Bob.
Why are you looking at me? I run a tavern.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah. Just period. Yeah. You do.
So I don't have access to a church organ?
I'm not saying you have access to a church organ. I'm just saying you might have access to a church
I mean,
that has an organ.
it's not like churches are forbidden. You can just, as long as it's not like the middle of the night, you can just go in as long as you're respectful, yeah.
Oh.
They're places of worship, not prawn shops.
No, I must warn you, Minnove. Should you go through with it, the entire city will be aware of you playing the song.
What?
I don't think it's allowed, is it?
Oh my god, no. Skij? A church organ isn't an instrument inside of a building. It is the building.
Huh. Alright.
They are like incredibly powerful and loud.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Like, I guess they're just not common in churches in my region because like there are like 3 separate
Oh, no,
churches and I live next to one of them. So
It's
No, yeah, no.
older churches. Like,
If Sepia has ever been to St. Paul Cathedral in St. Paul, you can hear that thing for blocks when it's going off. Because it'll be a dull roar, but you can hear when they're using the organs.
Yeah, no, they are not subtle.
Is Minnove going to actually need a church organ, or are you doing that to fuck with her?
no.
I was figuring that the church organ's probably the closest thing to a bird call that would be available.
I mean, maybe.
We'll figure it out.
Things like the Kravan language isn't just crow noises, it's a whole assortment of bird noises, including chirps, trills, whistles, clicks. Like a lot of people compare listening to 2 Kravan talk and whistle tongue to the discourse of songbirds. Like a Kravan going, ah! Is like the equivalent of a Kravan like just yelling.
Yeah, but I might also just be setting up Minnove to do something really big and spectacular for no reason.
Fair enough.
Well,
And she's not questioning it at all. So
She's not in a
she's
state
like,
of
okay.
questioning it.
Anyways.
She doesn't want to disrespect. She wants to make it sound nice.
Well, I'm not necessarily able to help with the Kravan side of the equation. I know regrettably very little of your people, Kari. But I can at the very least help with the music itself. And if you need help bringing your draconic qualities into it, I'm more than happy to relay those things to you. There are many lessons I never got around to teaching you before I was taken, so...
Then yeah, be fun.
Kathan, how are you going to help your daughter in this? I have no fucking idea. Honestly, I feel like this is a lady thing that I am not qualified to participate in.
Yeah, Kari's in it.
Look, I'm not a musician.
That's because you asked me to be.
Yeah, and I begged you. I will be honest about that. I completely begged you.
Yes, it was entertaining. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, whatever the case, Minnove, I wish you the best of luck with this. I hope it turns out in your favor. I genuinely do.
Me too.
You also have to wait until June.
What?
Yes, you have to wait until June.
What's
I
June?
hear that's... But
It's not how the calendar works.
you have to wait until Pale Ring June.
Okay, here's how this works. The Pale Ring calendar is divided into 4 seasons, each of which has 90 days. So 4 months, each is 90 days. Technically means a Pale Ring year is 5 days shorter than real life, but fuck it makes it easy to keep track of. So you have spring, summer, autumn, and winter.
You have to wait until the last 30 days of the spring month.
Exciting. Well, that's my conversation.
I have nothing else to contribute to this scene now. Frankly, I think we overdid it. We might get some comments complaining about it.
I'm not complaining. This is delightful.
And then he fades away like, when a character leaves a scene in a visual novel.
Man,
You just pull a fucking distractible and get sent to Guam.
Oh god, I'm in the United States.
Oh god, okay. So, with that lovely conversation, let's get over to Tuki, shall we? Because she was also doing some stuff.
your mom.
Yep. So she's just headed over to the Corvid Runners.
Yeah. So, heading over there to the Corvid Runners, sort of onto that wide thoroughfare with plenty of, the brightest fuck color palette that they stuck on the front of that business immediately draws you to it. The city streets are pretty quiet at this hour. It's not necessarily unsettling, but just, of course, the big cities can be a little at night. So you kind of just find yourself instinctively picking up the pace just a little bit. But when you reach the Corvid Runners, you do kind of come to the unfortunate realization that, they're not open at this hour.
Worth checking. She'll just head over to the Blue Butterfly like she said she would.
Fair enough. So, for purposes then, we'll say that back with everyone at the Blue Butterfly, this is about the time Tuki's gonna pop her head in through the door.
Hello. They were
Hello.
closed.
Oh no. They open tomorrow?
Should be. Mel's gotta get around somehow.
Tomorrow's Pailoring Sunday, they won't be open.
You guys are technically on the equivalent of Wednesday right now. You're on the 4th day of the week.
Never mind, it's Pailoring Wednesday.
It's just called the 4th day.
Well, we'll be there tomorrow morning and check it out, see if Godfrey returned anything, and hopefully be able to. I don't know. I don't know what the plan was after we just get his letter. Do we just say never mind, or do we say actually we need your help here?
Well, I kind of just informed him what was happening and what our plan was. I didn't really know how to calculate when he would get it versus where we would be and how far, so he's just aware of what we were doing and what kind of help I was hoping to ask him for.
Yeah. Do you want a drink?
Maybe just some water or juice.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, I'm on it. Robert gives you a nod. Tuki, make a perception check for me, please. Or actually, insight.
Insight?
Yeah.
They're probably about the same. Oh no, I'm proficient in perception. Which means this is worse.
Alright. You get the impression for a second that, Robert's eyes just kind of stay on you for, a second longer than you were expecting, but then he's on his way and it's done.
Do I have something on my face? Did I chip my beak in the fight?
No, your beak's fine.
You're just a little mussed up from all the fighting at the fort still is all.
I think that's just standard wear and tear, honestly.
Well, you haven't necessarily had a chance to wash any of the blood out of your clothes, I don't think, so...
I resuscitated.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do have that fucking spell. Never mind. I'm a dumbass. I don't know.
Well, yeah, cool. I'm not saying anything.
Enjoying catching up?
It was awkward at first, but we found some conversations to get things moving, and I think it went well.
I think I can understand that.
There was 10 years of no contact between us, and Cathan and Robert had never even met before, so... After a second, Robert comes back out, hands you a tall stein full of juice. Here you go.
Thank you.
So are you all going to be staying in the city overnight, or what's the plan here? Because I've got a spare room if y'all want one, but...
Oh, no, we have a caravan outside the city boundaries, and two of our friends, Boron and Ludviek are both outside.
Right, I was wondering where those two were.
Yeah, so you see Mom and Cathan, right? Now think of like at least 20 more, and then multiply that by at least 2.
There are over 50 of us. Damn. Everyone made it out of that all okay then? There were no casualties of our number during the fighting. Well, shit. Robert kind of pops you on the shoulder, Minnove. You and your friends, you did good, lass. You did good.
Kicked ass, that's what we did.
I bet. Now, if you're not staying here, that's fine. Is there anything I can do to help out?
I don't know. We're trying to get to the other group that we came across in their remaining fleets and numbers, and
right, yeah.
I don't know, if you hear anything about a place to go and put everyone, then mayhaps.
Well, on the topic of the group you were talking about before, I've been keeping my ear to the floor about that, or to the wall, whatever you want to call it. Just keeping my ear out for any other rumblings about kobold activity, and I haven't heard anything basically since y'all passed through last, so my guess is that group's either become old news and no one cares anymore, or they've moved far enough away that no one's seen hide or tail of them, so...
Let's hope for the former. Do you have any rations or anything that we could... like any food that's going spoiled or anything like that
I don't usually deal specifically in travel rations. That's a more specialized thing. I expect any food I sell to be eaten here, but I can pass you along some dried foods to be used if you'd like.
Yeah, that would be much appreciated.
All right, sure, yeah. And spare a barrel of dried foods, I think. Just give you some more jerky for the road. Nothing extravagant necessarily, but it'll keep your bellies full.
Just something, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Right. Thanks, Uncle Bob.
Of course. Canu leans down and like just puts like a little kiss on the back of your head between your horns before shuffling off.
You smile.
That was adorable.
Yeah, I am.
Agreed. Very adorable. Now, Najira, is this drink is clear. Is this ale? No, and Najira takes it.
Mom, it was going so well.
I don't want to break him. We've only just broken him out.
But I do so bad.
What did I do?
Well, for the last 20 years,
Hey, 10 of those were not my fault.
for the decade before last,
I've already apologized profusely for that. You need to punish me for it. I already beat myself up over it every night.
and you need to learn to take my jokes. I'm teasing. You're fine.
It's hard to tell.
Just gotta wet your whistle a little bit. Da.
I'm not familiar with the sentence.
Whew, wet your whistle.
Najira, a little help here. I don't know what that saying means either.
Oh.
I'm gonna level with you. I hear wet your whistle, and the first thing I think of is a blowjob, but I'm also a pervert, so.
I mean, it's just a phrase about getting something to drink.
Oh, okay.
This video is going to be so.
Monetization. What is that?
Oh no!
I make like 30 cents per session. I'm not worried. All of my money still comes from those short, cute dragon comic dubs. How to be a dragon comic dubs can be found on my YouTube channel in a playlist. Please go watch them. I get much more money from those. After you're done here. All right. Self-advertising complete. Ay. All right, so Robert comes back a minute later with just kind of rolling out a barrel full of salted meats. All right, I can spare this much.
Thanks,
Of course.
Bob. I will pay it forward, kind.
Hey, you just get all these folks back to their kin and keep them safe. As far as I'm concerned, all debts are paid if you pull that off.
Oh, that's a tall order.
Yeah, but also, I know you're more than up to the task. I've known you since you were a baby. And I know that when you set your mind to something, there's not a force in this world or any other that can stop you.
Unfortunately.
Except for the baby gate.
Except for the baby gate.
The what? The baby gate? What is
the baby gate.
I don't know what that is. But
whenever
okay.
you have a baby, it's a gate that... Oh my god, Skij. Have you never, oh my god. Don't know what you whistle, don't know what a baby gate is? My goodness.
I've never had a baby!
Typically people don't even have babies when they use a baby gate.
I don't know what the fuck that is!
It's like a tiny little door that you put in your hallway that you can also take out of your hall. It's essentially like if you don't want an animal or a cat or a kid.
Oh, that's what those are called. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I didn't know that's what they were called.
Yeah,
Okay.
baby gate.
All right, that makes sense. I've seen those in dog videos. A cat jumped over one and then did a flop like 15 years ago. It was hilarious. I am so fucking uncultured. You have no idea.
Don't worry.
You could
We'll make you
fill the
cultured.
library of Babel with the shit I should know and don't.
Well, either way, Minnove will smile and lift it and... All right, Kari, where'd you park?
Are you telling me you don't know where they keep the carts here at the Blue Butterfly?
I very rarely leave the Blue Butterfly, Kari, and I very rarely ever leave the Blue Butterfly sober.
The entire time I've known you has been almost exclusively outside of the Blue Butterfly. What are you talking about?
Well, just pull it up front, Kari. This thing's heavy.
You know what? That's enough for one evening. I'll go get it.
God, this session is so fucking cursed. I love it. All right. Go on.
It's kind of fortunate that they weren't open. I was kind of hoping I might be able to write home if either of you would be willing to lend me some parchment and a pen for a little bit?
No, I don't mind at all. If you want, you can go into my my sack here and grab some paper and some. I believe I have a quill of some sort.
I mean, if you don't, I have plenty.
Perfect. Well, I think there's a fountain pen in there somewhere.
Before I forget, Tuki,
Mm-hmm.
what is your Kraven name?
That was a question I wasn't expecting. Her name sounds like a short trill that kind of like dips down and then goes back up.
If you've ever listened to Fletcher's Gambit, you've heard it.
I see. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Minnove like squints her eyes and nods.
I'm just imagining it like that one animated GIF of like the CG animated chicken that just like walks and like squints.
Yes.
Okay, good. Someone knew what I was talking about.
Yes. Sorry, I don't have I typically mute mine whenever I'm moving my chair, but my mute button doesn't work. But I say that's all the conversation that, unless anyone else has any other conversation. But I say load up on into the cart and head back out.
All right. Najira and Kathan remain inside for a short time. This video was also not able to be played here and watched together. God damn it. All right, so Najira and Kathan stay behind for a bit while you're getting the wagon loaded up, just to say a few more parting words to Uncle Bob. You're not exactly sure what they're talking about as you're loading up, but you come back out soon enough. Right. So, while you've been loading up, I've spoken with Robert. I imagine at some point, this horde is going to get established somewhere. When it does, we'll probably be making sure to send word to his establishment from time to time. Just updates on our status. So,
I'm sure
so if you travel far away from us, you know where to go if you need to learn about us. If you need to hear how we're doing.
Sounds good.
So come the morrow, you will be leading the way to where Torik's encampment initially was, yes? That's the plan?
Yeah. To where we last saw them, and hopefully then we either are able to sniff and track them down, or hopefully they're still there. Like we asked them to. But who knows? Anything could happen.
I mean, he did say that it was going to be difficult to move them anyway, so I would hope they're still there.
But at the same token, if they were found and attacked, it would be unwise to remain. Torik is capable, but he errs on the side of caution.
Yeah. Well, let's just think happy thoughts.
Very well. Let's get back to the encampment then. Wouldn't do for the Horde to think anything bad happened to us, now would it?
Of course not, and I think Boron and Ludviek would be very upset.
Indeed. They're loyal friends.
Mm-hmm.
You found yourself a good Horde, Minnove.
I think so too.
Let's go. Alright. So, unless there's anything else, you all load up into the back of the wagon and make your way back to the encampment. It is very late by the time you're coming back, and most everyone's asleep at this point. But the encampment has thankfully not been disturbed this whole time.
Strange.
What's strange?
Are they looking out for some sort of horde to come by any day? Oh well.
Well, they're aware of you, but you also found a good spot to hide your encampment, and also it's the middle of the night, so...
All right.
And they're also aware that, at least as of present, they don't mean any harm.
Indeed. So is there anything you two wish to do in the interim while everyone's away, or are you good to just stand around and stare at things?
I'm pretty good at staring.
Impressive, given you're missing an eye. I'm sorry, that was mean. I'm sorry, that was extremely mean.
It's okay.
You're just wiggling his head a lot.
Like a sentry. Did he?
I had a teacher in high school who like actually couldn't turn his neck because of a surgery he'd had. So if he needed to turn to look at someone, he had to turn his whole upper body to them. And I never noticed until he pointed out he did that, and then I could never unsee it. And it was honestly kind of creepy sometimes. His whole upper body would just tilt toward you. Just rotate like on a swivel.
Damn.
He also had a big pair of googly eyes and a killer Kermit the Frog impression. Anyway. So, it doesn't take terribly long before the group returns to the encampment. Well then. Okay then, I think you and I should go and get some rest. Same with the rest of you. Still have a long way to go, and soon enough we're going to be plunging back into the wilderness.
Yeah, let's take rest where we can, and also take watch where we can too. Just in case, you never know.
I'll take over for Boron and Ludviek.
What was that?
I'll take over for Boron and Ludviek. Keeping
That's nice
watch.
of you.
Alright.
We should probably pair up in twos at the very least, just to make sure, there's more than one, like, because there's like a lot to keep track of.
Sure.
There is. Najira kind of speaks up. If there are no objections, if you're taking over for Ludviek and Boron, Tuki, I'll join you.
Alright.
Minnove squints.
Then Najira looks over at you, Minnove. Why don't you and Kari take the next watch?
Kari?
Oh, shit. Okay, fine.
Cool. Honk shoe now then.
she is being your wing woman here. Let her know. Is it still wingman if it's a woman? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Wing
know.
gal.
Wing gal. Okay. All right. So, Tuki and Najira taking a watch. This is time for perception checks, of course. And of course, we all know what Najira is actually fucking doing here.
I don't.
She's trying to help her kid. Okay, where the hell did I put Najira's stat block? There she is. She does have perception. That's a 20, not natural. Okay, she rolled well. So, thankfully, nothing accosts you in the middle of the night. Najira is notably quiet, though, over the course of the watch.
I honestly don't know what Tuki would have in mind to say. Like, I think she wants to, but I honestly can't think of something.
It's all right. Najira is very attentive, keeping tabs on her people.
I'm sorry again for yesterday.
It was a couple days ago at this point, but yeah.
Oh. The other day.
It's quite all right. Nothing you said was wrong as far as I'm concerned. And your frustration, by my understanding, is also well earned. It was simply a matter of timing. It turned out in the end, though. You're staring at me.
Did not mean to. Just, well, I met Minnove with her goal to find you, so it's just... I'm glad we did. I can't say I know what it's like to come to the end of a journey.
Well. Don't take it for granted that you have people walking it with you.
Oh, I don't. I was alone until I ran into those four.
By my understanding, Minnove was also alone until she stumbled into your group. That's no way for a kobold to live. Oh. Kari going to bed.
Night, Impulsive.
Okay, night, Impulsive. Just
Alright.
cover up his face. All right, there we go. Cover up his face sounds like I'm applying a pillow. No, just putting the wooden block over his portrait. It's fine.
Shh. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Sleep,
Kari, sleep now.
Just
Don't stop struggling. Stop.
no worries. Only dreams now. Anyway.
I mean, I've heard that it's difficult for kobolds to be alone, so
We are communal creatures. There's a reason we congregate in such large hordes. We depend on each other. Alone, we're often weak and vulnerable. It's part of why Kathan and I were so gravitationally pulled to each other the moment we realized there was another kobold there. There's safety in a horde. Community. And though it's few in number, I am more than grateful that my daughter has found such a great horde in all of you.
I'm glad that I got to meet her. Is it? I always hear about clutches, and actually people assume that Kraven have them too. But is Minnove the only egg from the awkwardness of the question I'm trying to ask?
You're asking if she had any brothers or sisters.
Yes, but also just specifically eggs laid at the same time, not just in general.
Minnove was not the only egg I carried in my belly, but she is the only one that made it to hatch.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. It was a long time ago.
Can I ask what happened?
My position working for the Cadam didn't last long when he realized I was carrying eggs. I was out on the street before you knew it. I didn't have the resources or the ability to protect all of the eggs, and winter was setting in. I had to make the impossible decision to prioritize one. I did what I could for the others, but I couldn't do enough. I put all of my hope into Minnove, and all of my effort. And I can only hope that she will live a good enough life to make up for the brothers and sisters of hers I had to sacrifice. And so far she's done nothing but make me proud. And I know she'll keep doing so. Because she is Minnove Ringdancer. She is my daughter. It is what she does.
Well, I can only account for a couple months, but I would agree.
Just make sure you look after each other, yes?
As long as I'm able.
Good. Good. Because I somehow doubt Minnove will be settling down with the rest of us. And it's fair. We haven't been in her life for over a decade. And the life of a Horde proper was not one she was raised in. And she has all of you now. It would be unfair of me to ask her to give you all up.
really know what to say.
It's all right. Sometimes it's perfectly okay to not say anything.
You seem expectant, and I have no idea what to do about that.
I suppose I'm just eager to bring all of these kobolds back to their children and their mates and their parents in many cases. When our feet finally stop crawling along the ground and we can just be. Only then can we finally put all of this behind us. Only then can we truly start to heal.
I get that desire. I'm glad I could help.
I'm glad to receive it. We all are. We've said it before, we'll say it again. Thank you. You and all your friends. And on that note, that seems to me a good spot to call it for the night, because the very next thing that would happen otherwise requires Impulsive, and he's not here. It's because he had to go to bed. But it's just a nice note. It's just a nice note to leave off on, I think. So, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us for this session of Ringlight Fables. It was much fun. We will see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves, keep listening, and don't be a dick. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Goodbye.